I'm just gonna double check because it's not showing me I'm live. But I don't know what the heck happened there. It doesn't say I'm live. What the heck? It says I'm live on here. What is going on? Okay, it says we're live. Good. Okay. All right. I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, everything looks good now. Okay, that was freaking weird. That was weird. All right. I'm not gonna worry about Twitch. I don't know what the heck happened with Twitch, but we're just going for it, all right? So hopefully y'all are good to join here. Let's see. I'm probably gonna need to move like back here. All right, and we can move this little baby here. Ugh. I can probably angle this down a little bit. So you're not gonna need a punching bag. I just have it to give you demonstrations, but and I think we're good. So, and a little bit higher. Okay. All right, we're live. I don't know what happened there. I think it kicked me off, so I hope we're good. I had to remove the TikTok stream, but we're on YouTube and Twitch, which are the important ones. So we're gonna start. I hope you all had a good day. And if you want to join while we're doing our practice, I want you to make sure that you're going at your own pace. You're not overdoing it with your body, because you're gonna know your limitations better than I am, because I cannot see. So I'm just gonna guide you through it, but it's your responsibility in order to not push your limits too hard so you don't hurt yourself. And I'll do my best to guide you and say, hey, like this little thing might actually, you know, hurt you a little bit. So we're gonna do martial arts. We're gonna do some calisthenics. We're gonna do some stretching, which is postures, asanas, and then we're gonna get into the depths of a little bit of breath work and then meditation. Should be about 2.5 hours. We should be done around like 8:30. I don't think we're gonna go the full three hours right now, because we're gonna essentially ramp everybody up. We're gonna do like the light version of our training, and then as everybody kind of gets more used to it, then we'll kick it up. So yeah, let's get into it. And I'm totally going to switch up this music before we start, because Christmas music is not good workout music. We're gonna go to Stranger Things lo-fi. That sounds like a better. Yeah, but if y'all can hear me, if y'all can see me, let me know. Follow along. Let's have some fun. So before we start, I'm gonna bow in. We bow each other to display respect and to create a good enclosed environment of mutual respect while we're training. That way we are not abusing the martial arts tradition, and like, you know, so that makes sense. All right, let's start off. Make sure you have enough space. You're not gonna hit anything around you with your arms or your legs, just side to side right now. We're gonna start off with some jumping jacks. Just nice and light. What's up, Minix? Minix in the house. It's Minix house. So when you're doing the jumping jacks, I'll just try to bring your hands all the way up above your head and then tap your sides. You're not only warming up your legs, but you're also warming up your shoulder joints. And I think that's like slamming itself. There we go. Took it off, and now it's in my hands. Now you might get some wind noise as it's moving. I don't know which one's better, because I can't hear it. Now we're gonna do split jacks. I'm gonna move the camera here so y'all can see better on my feet. Split jacks, you're gonna be moving your feet forward and backwards. forward and backwards. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a book out of Phil's and I'm gonna use Phil's headband. What's up, Phil, if you're in the house? Look at that, Valencia headband. Oh, okay. Now I have my mic. I don't have to worry about the split jacks. And then jumping jacks. Try to transition in between the two smoothly. Go back to split jacks. Try to breathe through your mouth. And then jumping jacks without stopping. You got it. Just a nice little warm up. Split jacks. Last little round. And then jumping jacks. Jump your jacks. Jump, jump your jacks. Now let's take a break. Breathe. Relax. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Use that belly. Don't overdo it. What's up, I Cut Shapes? That rug looks comfy. Oh, it is. It actually really is. The whole room is padded on it. I actually really like it for doing exercise. So now it's coming to a horse stance. Basically like a squat position. Your toes are going to be, there's my feet. You can see my toes are pointed forward. You can do this, but really try and point them forward. And we're going to do squats up and down. Warming up the legs. Long story short, I'm back. Yeah, I think the stream did some weird stuff. You notice the headband, Phil? Valencia glass headband. If y'all don't know about his channel, go check out his stream. He's got headbands for sale. They're badass for exercising. Now keep it moving. When you're doing your squats, I want you to try to squeeze your butt. Squeeze the booty. Pushing in through the ground with your feet. Start to feel that heat building up. And then we're going to hold the down position. Holding nice and low. Push in through the ground. Squeezing the butt, squeezing the quads. Now we're going to move side to side. Keeping the knee pointed forward. Straightening each leg. Orange and blue. That's the limited edition Thera Valencia glass band. Hui! Side to side. That's what I'm talking about. And then look, it matches the whole outfit. I think I have the wristband somewhere. I put them in like a pocket to go over to your place. Keep going side to side. I'm used to talking while I'm exercising. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose. And you can do out through your mouth. But if you can, just do the whole time through your nose. Then knee up back in the middle. And we're going to go lower. Hold this 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come up. Shake those legs out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Breathe. Make sure you got some water. We're not going to get water yet. Don't consume too much water while you're exercising. You're going to get cramps all in the belly. Breathe. Okay, next one. Butt kicks. Kick your own booty. Kicking the booty. Kicking the butt. This is warming up those hammies. Do you like those magnetic things that hold your nose open? I haven't tried them. I have a friend who doesn't really, oh yeah, Phil with the 5-stream view streak. MVP in the house. I have a buddy who's tried those and he likes it, but I breathe fine normally. And let's relax, breathe. Start to feel that heat in the hammies. The next one is intense. I want you to imagine like you're running. You're gonna go really fast, high knees. Bring them up. I'll go sideways so you can see. Bring those knees up. Nice and level with the ground. Let's go. Let's go. Breathe. Start to feel that heat building up in your body. Yeah, yeah. I find myself thinking, I breathe fine, but would more air be better? Yeah, I guess it would be, right? And relax. All right, this is your optional water break. If you feel like you need water, drink the water. Whew. I'm gonna hold off on my water. I'm gonna bring it over here though. Make it more accessible. Whew. I got the blood moving. Okay. We're gonna now move to some push-ups. Come down on the ground. Today we're pretty much gonna do like general full body warm up, and then our calisthenics are gonna focus on the legs. Your hands are gonna be underneath of your shoulders, not out here, more in close. Your fingers are gonna be pointed. Open up the palms. Oh, what does that say? Man, here we go. Something better than a mouthful swish then swallow. Stops me from drinking as much and keeps the mouth wet. We're gonna do 10 nice easy push-ups. When you're doing your push-ups, it's not just here. I want you to squeeze your back and your armpit area. That way you're isolating your chest, your pec muscle. You're gonna be utilizing those muscles more by squeezing your lats. Squeeze, watch. Squeeze your lats down and up. Let's go. 10. Try and look forward. And hold. Squeeze your belly. Squeeze those armpits. Feel the blood moving through your whole body. Okay. You can bring your knees down. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this next one. We're going to do mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, you're going to extend your legs out and bring them in and out, alternating sides. I'll show you. We're going to do this for about 20 seconds. When you're doing them, I don't want you to get your butt in the air. We're going to keep the butt nice and low and squeezing. Watch the difference. Squeezing the last the whole time. That way you have good control and isolation of your core. Mountain climbers. Let's go. Tap the foot in the front. Breathe in. Let's go. Oh yeah. This is the good stuff. Phil, you know you like the wet mouth. If you want a wet mouth, you gotta keep your mouth closed and breathe through your nose. And relax. Take a breath through the belly. Use that diaphragm. Okay. So that was warm up part 1. Now we're going to do warm up part 2. Okay. Warm up part 2 is real though. That was like the talking while I'm doing this. It's real. It's real. Okay, we're going to go into horse stance. First, I'm going to show you what a front kick looks like so you know what the heck you're doing. You want space in front of you to extend your leg so you don't kick nothing. Whew. We're going to go from bringing our knee up to doing a front kick and then landing back in a horse stance position. This is what it looks like. What's up, Morgan? Lurkin. Thank you. Appreciate the lurk. We're going to do a squat. Now watch. Squat, kick, land right back down. Right into the squat kick, land right back down. Notice my hands. I'm not doing this stuff. I want you to really focus. The most important part is keeping your guard up. Because if you drop your hands, your face is open. And you're going to get kicked in the face. We don't want that. So, whole time, keep your arms up. And your elbows not out here. Because you're going to get hit in the chest. Elbows nice and in. Nice, good squatting position. Hands are up. 30 seconds. Where's my timer? I got a spot on the screen. There we go. And let's go. Down and kick. Right back down. Kick. Right back down. Start off low. Knee up. Snap. Keep it moving. I'm going to turn sideways so y'all can see. Breathe. Once you breathe out when you kick, squeeze your belly. Keep it moving. And time. Not that bad. That was 30 seconds. Quickest 30 seconds of your life. Just wait till we get the hardest 30 seconds of your life. Take a breath. Get some water. This is your break. I'll take water on this one. Oh yeah, it's real. Don't chug it. Just like a sip. You're wet in your mouth. Whew. Yo, that's the good stuff. It makes you feel alive. You can already see the sweat on my shirt a little bit. Whew. Okay. Now, this next one is tough. You're going to do jumping jacks. I call them squat jacks. You're doing jumping jacks but landing in a squat and then popping back up. This is the last warm-up one before we go into the light stretching and then into a bit more of the martial arts training. So, jumping jacks, it looks like this. Squat jacks into a squat, pop back up. Let's go. Breathe in. Land, explode up, pop. Pop in the middle. Pop in the middle. Like Popeyes. Not the chicken, but the spinach man. Popeye the sailor man. Let's go. Breathe. Keep it moving. Don't give up. You got more. Last one. Yeah. All right, take a second, breathe. Check it out. What does it say? Awaken the warrior. Ignite the artist. Find your true self. Satchit Ananda. Truth, consciousness, and bliss. Breathe. This training right here, you're forgetting about your day. Forgetting about what you got to do later. Bring your whole awareness right here, right now. Let's breathe. Okay. Today we're going to go over the front kick, but we got to stretch out a little bit so we don't hurt ourselves. So we'll come down. We're going to take a big step out. My heel's going to come up. This leg's going to turn toes up. Hands come down to the ground. I'm going to bring my heel down to my butt. Deep leg stretch. I'm going to take this arm and try to open up this knee. My other hand on top of my thigh, pushing my hip down. And then you can floss. Whoo, whoo, the ligaments going left and right. This is going to make sure that everything's nice and awake. Nothing's too tight. If you can't get all the way down, that's okay. But you want your heel on your butt here. Let's pause it at the top. Reach and try to grab your foot. If you can't grab your foot, grab your ankle. Grab your hand under it. Create like a fulcrum. Breathe. And then we'll go to the other side. Use your hands. Walk yourself over. Again, heel to butt. There you go. You can see my foot. My ball of my foot is on the ground. My hand is on the ground, opening up my knee. Other hand is on top of the thigh. I'm flossing the foot. Woo! Now that's the good stuff. The flossing helps get your ligaments. Movement provides lubrication to the joints and the ligaments because you don't have blood vessels running through them like you do your muscles. You can just warm your muscles up. But in order to warm up your joints and your ligaments, now let's reach and grab our toes. You have to move. So it helps open up your hips. Breathe. We're using our hands now, coming to the middle, both feet pointed forward, hands on the ground, and we can walk our hands to the left, helping get our hamstring. Don't pull yourself, be gentle on your lower back, and walk yourself to the right. Bringing yourself to the middle, bending your knees, and coming up into a horse stance, and we'll come up. Take a second here. The next ones, we're going to loosen up the legs a little bit more before we kick. Safety first when you're dealing with your body. We're gonna have fun. We're having fun. You gotta make sure you don't hurt yourself. Because remember, you know your body. If you start feeling sharpness anywhere, take a second. Be aware of what you're feeling. If you got back problems, be gentle. These are called leg swings. I'm gonna put my weight on my left leg. I'll do it going forward first. And I'm gonna swing my leg going up and back. Like this. I'll do a sideways now. Let's do like 10 of those each side. Going back and up as high as you can. Really stretching the hamstring, the hip flexor, the psoas-iliac group. All while you're working on your balance. Let's go to the other side. If you got any questions, type it in the chat. Let me know. I'm multitasking. I can, look and teach. Other side, 10. Let's go. Reach up. As you feel like getting looser, reach up higher. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're going to do some hip rotations. Again, we're lubing up the joints. Toes pointing forward, big circles with the hips. Back, side, forward. Big circles. Oh yeah, Phil. Valencia Glass, thank you for this headband because I would have been sweating all over this microphone, and I'm pretty sure that's how I ruined the last one. This is my last good mic. They're not cheap. Let's go the other direction. So I'm probably going to be using this headband every time I teach now. That's real. Feel the hips opening up with these circles. Especially to the side, going forward, it really helps get those hip flexors. Our feet together, knees together, hands on the knees bent, knee rotations, lube up the knees. Oh yeah. Notice I'm not really doing stretching, like passive stretching too much. I'm going the other direction. We're doing kind of more dynamic stretching and lubrication before we go into the kicking. That increases your range of motion and helps prevent injury while you're training, which is exceptionally important. Okay, standing up, we're going to take our palms, put them on our shoulders, big circles, arm rotations going forward. So this is before we get into the good stuff. Now warm up, just warmed up our bodies to be a little bit looser. Now we're gonna go backwards. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. What's up, I cut shades? I know, right? Oh, just wait. By the time I'm done, my pants are gonna be full of sweat. If I'm not sweating, I'm not working. Now let's shake out our wrists. I can see myself hitting the floor doing that. Cause oh yeah, I feel that. I'm working out while watching. Yes, you cut to shapes. All right. Feel like we're all pretty loose. Make sure you get some water before we start. So now we're gonna do repetitive training. All right. So we're working on the mind and body connection, and the more that we focus on how our body's moving, the more awareness that we're gonna bring. Yes, that's a good meme emote right there. And the more we are aware of how our body's moving, the better we're gonna have control of it. So I want you to visualize this kick. Watch me do it first. Visualize yourself doing it. I'm actually gonna hit record so I can do this later and post it and clip it and stuff. So watch how I do it. Oh yeah, gotta follow. What's up? You're gonna bring your knee up. You're gonna snap out and in, and then you're landing it in the front, and then you're gonna reset. Watch again. I'm gonna bring my knee up, snap, then put it down. You can kick one of two ways. You can either kick with the inlet of the foot, which is this area, or you can kick with the ball of your foot, which is right here. One of two ways. So if you kick with the inlet, you pretty much can only hit the groin and the armpit. But if you kick with the ball, you can hit, boom, pretty much anything without breaking your toes. So we're gonna do 10 each side. In your stance, before we really get started, you can either do a Muay Thai stance, which your feet, let me show you your feet, are pretty much going to be like you're standing, but your left foot's going to be in front, and you're going to be light on the balls of your feet. Or you can be in a Taekwondo stance, which is almost like a horse stance, but you're sideways. So I'm actually facing that way, and my feet are pointed sideways through my body. I'm going to leave it up to you. Whatever style you want to practice is up to you. I'm going to be practicing my Muay Thai stance because I need to practice my Muay Thai a little bit more. So hands are up, elbows are in. You're gonna bring your knee up, snap, land it in the front, reset. Ready, front kick. Every time I count, let's do one kick. Ready, 1, sia, 2, sia, reset. Ready, 3, sia, ready, 4, sia, ready, 5, sia, ready, 6, sia, 7, sia, keeping the hands up, don't let them swing, elbows in, 8, sia, notice the hands didn't move, 9, sia, and 10, sia, ready, switch other side. Now in Muay Thai, you're really always pretty much keeping your left leg forward. I don't play by rules like that. We're gonna switch and practice both sides. Right leg in front, ready, elbows in, don't let them out here. Front kick, ready, 1, sia, reset right away, no hands. 2, sia, 3, sia, 4, sia, 5, sia, 6, sia, 7, sia, 8, sia, 9, sia, and 10, sia. Take a second, breathe. Woo! One thing, when we strike, whether it's a punch or if it's a kick, I'm breathing. I'm pretty much squeezing my body at the point of impact. That way I create a solid connection from the ground going through my core to whatever limb I'm delivering that strike with. When I squeeze my body, when I actually deliver that impact, it allows that solid power to go through my body. But if I'm loose, you don't get much power. Let me show you the difference and what that looks like. If I squeeze, yeah, I'm gonna try not to squeeze. It's hard for me to do now. Maybe you heard the difference. You can hear the difference. There's more of a snap on the impact, which equates to power delivery on your target. Now, that's really key. The next one we're gonna be working on is our roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kick, let me bring it down here to the feet so you can see. You need to pivot. So I'm going to show you both styles. So in Muay Thai, this is my left leg here. Your right leg is in the back. When you do Muay Thai roundhouse, you're opening up. You see that? Now you can lift your heel and do this. And you're going to go all the way around. Stepping back and forth. Watch the open. Swing all the way around. If I'm doing Taekwondo, notice the stance is sideways. I start off by opening my foot. At the same time, I bring my back leg forward with my knee straight up. That way it's a straight path from you to the target. Once your knee is up, I lift on the bottom foot, pivot in, and then down. It's a faster kick, but it's not as powerful as the Muay Thai kick. So watch again. Muay Thai. I open, swing, boom, all the way around. Taekwondo. Back knee up, pivot, snap, and down. Watch it slow again on the Taekwondo. Knee up, pivot, snap, and down. Let's try it. Oh yeah, the Stranger Things remix is what's up. I'm liking it. I'm gonna do my Taekwondo kick or roundhouse because I like kicking with my Muay Thai kicks on a heavy bag, and this thing, it knocks over too easy. So hands are up, whatever stance you want. Elbows are in, eyes are forward. Roundhouse kick. Every time I count, you're gonna do 1. And if you're just joining, you want to join in, make sure you warm up your body a little bit. Ready? 1. Sia. Land. Sia. I'll do a sideways so y'all can see. 4. Sia. Reset. 5. Sia. 6. Sia. 7. Sia. Watch the big hip turn when I do it. 8. Sia. Breathe. 9. Sia. Last one. 10. Sia. Ready. Other side. Switching. Breathe. Remember, squeeze. Let the air out every time you hit an impact. Full extension of the kick. Ready. Roundhouse. Other side. 1. Sia. 2. Sia. 3. Sia. 4. Sia. 5. Sia. Notice my hands are up. Notice the blocking. I'm not letting anything get through. 6. Sia. 7. Sia. 8. Sia. 9. Sia. 10. Sia. I'm not kicking as hard on there because I have beautiful glass over here that I don't want to mess up. Let's breathe. Take a second. Get some water. Whew. Talk about quick workout, right? Whew. It's only been like 30 minutes. But that was the easy stuff. Just wait till we get to the good stuff. The goody good. So that was helping you get the basis of these kicks. It's really important to build those foundations, the pivot for the Taekwondo and the stepping open and turning the hips. Your power comes from turning your hips when you're striking. If you're not turning your hips and your butt's sticking out, you're leaving your power behind where your hips are. You want to turn with your whole body. Even when you punch, every strike, turn. When you turn this, your shoulders, your legs, everything follows. Your hip is essential to all of the strikes. Thank you, I Cut Shapes, man. Appreciate you. So now we're going to work on the fundamentals of that kick to build the muscles so that we can actually be able to kick a little bit harder, a little bit higher. Because you can just like learn these moves, but if you do them at a really fast pace and really hard without doing some of these muscle building exercises, you end up getting a lot of pain from overexerting those muscles. We're going to turn sideways. Let me angle a little bit more. There we go. Now my body is in a perfect straight line. Let me show you. Like this. Not my butt sticking out, not my body half turned. Perfect straight line down my body. Then I'm on my elbow on the hand underneath of my shoulder. My chest is open. My top hand, your elbow is going to be on your hip. And then I'm going to take my top leg. We're going to bend for a roundhouse kick chamber. And you're going to point your knee as high as you can. Your foot should be straight and tucked, ready to kick with either the inlet or the shin of your foot. If you want to kick really freaking hard, Muay Thai kicks right here. This is your impact point. If you want to kick Taekwondo, inlet of the foot, you get more range. Power, range. I do freaking both because I want to train both. I want to power and I want to range. I'm not choosing, I'm doing everything. Let's go. Knees up. You're going to feel this right here. Push through it. Ready? We're gonna go out and then back in. And then notice the thigh of my leg doesn't move. Out, that's 2, back in. Out, in. 10. Breathe. Notice the pace. I'm not going fast. I'm utilizing, getting used to how my muscles are moving. Oh yeah. Squeeze it on the extension. Squeeze the leg. That's where the power delivery is. There you go. Let it drop. You feel that on the side. Don't worry, that's the easy stuff. Next time we're gonna do 20. Not today though. Not today. Let's go to the other side. Again, elbow under your shoulder. Open the chest. Other elbow on your hip. Other side leg coming up. Toes are pointed. Out and in. I'm trying to keep my foot in the camera, but now I want to kick higher. Let's go. Keep those hips forward. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. You want the burn. Let's go. You're here for the burn. If it's not burned, you ain't working. Let's go. Keep that thigh from moving. Watch the straight line fully down your body. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! Okay, we're going back to the first side. Oh yeah, we're not just doing one round. We're working. We got to build the muscle so you can last 20 in a row without stopping next time. Straight legs. Elbow, leg up, other elbow underneath. Let's go. 10. Work it. If you can, bring your knee up higher. Kick even higher. Breathe. Yeah, let's go at the side. Yeah, no stopping. Reverse stopping. Those of you who watch Formula 1, freaking race fan over here. Other leg up. Elbow tight. Knee pointed. Straight line down the body. Let's go. Whoo. Feel the burn. Control the kick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's breathe. Get some water if you need it. I'm like, I guess I'll get water. I guess I'll get a sip. I'm used to training without water. And I'll get like water once I'm like, but we're not doing the today. We're going light. Remember I said we're going light today because it's the first one. In like a couple weeks, I'll turn it up. I have a fan over my head. Good idea. I actually have a freaking heater on right now. I've never used this fan. See, there's a fan over the head. I mean, I want it hotter, but I guess I need some air movement. I mean, I'm trying to sweat. Okay, now we're going to get into the real calisthenics that is going to really prevent you from hurting your body when you're training. So we worked on the front and the roundhouse kick. We've worked on the muscle to get the outside of your hips a little bit stronger. Now we're going to come onto our knees and our feet. This is going to get people dying. Don't die on stream. Oh, please don't. I'm used to way more than this. Like I train pretty hard by myself. What is a good way? I need to back up more so you can see better. There we go. So I'm basically front kicking the ground out behind me. You don't want your feet together and you don't want them too far out. You want them going, I can't even show you. You want them going straight out behind you. And when you do this, I want you to bring your hips forward and squeeze your butt. We're gonna keep our hands up here. Reverse Nordics. You're gonna go back and forward. Back and forward. Let's go. Squeeze the butt. Keep the chest open. Actually, the fan really does help. Push through the ground. Try and get lower now. Feel the burn. Let's go. One more, last one. Let's go. Hey. Oh yeah. I think I've gotten my whole shirt wet now. I hope you're as sweaty as I am. Oh, yeah. Some people don't sweat though. I'm like one of those hydro something. Like I sweat an exceptional amount more than normal people, according to doctors. So I've been told. I also produce a lot more saliva. It's just life for me. I'm just used to it. All right, the next round, we're gonna do single leg squats. So the reason we're gonna do single leg squats is we're gonna be isolating the legs. When you do the normal two-legged squat, sometimes what can happen is that your one side is more developed than the other, and then you're using the other side without actually building the muscles to support the movement on your weaker side. So by isolating in one side during pretty much any exercise, whether it's curls, whether it's, press, doing single-handed, or in this case, squat, you're helping isolate the sides. You're able to see the difference, and then you can feel more actively the areas and the muscles that you're going to be utilizing during the movements. When you're doing the single leg squats, I want you to really focus on using your booty. If you sit and stand a lot all day, your butt goes to sleep, and then you're not going to be using it as well as somebody who's actively moving the whole day. And that can create lower back pain. That can create a lot of issues for your body. So if you have a wall, you can get close to a wall to help you with your balance so you don't fall over. I like to use a wall. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot easier. I don't have to focus as much on my balance. I'm going to do right leg first. You're not just like chilling there. I want you to activate that leg. Push through the ground. Notice how my posture changes. I'm looking forward, or a spot that's not moving. Your hand is just bracing against the wall. And then you're going to push your butt back. Your knee's going to stay in place. Come down and up. Squeezing the butt. 10. Try to keep that chest open. Breathe. Push through the ground. Squeeze the butt coming forward. Now these will get you eventually to pistol squats. My left leg's stronger because I hurt and actually ripped the sartorius on my right leg. So I'm building my right leg actually. So other side, 10 each side. Let's go. It's so much easier. Try to keep your chest open. Drop the butt. 10 each side. Single leg squats. Breathe. Oh yeah. One side is so much stronger. All right, we're gonna do a rotation. Now we're gonna go down the ground. If you have like a yoga mat, if you're sweaty, I would lay on it. I'm gonna lay on my yoga towel because I will get this carpet drenched if I lay down with this shirt right now. We're gonna do single leg hip raises. This is now isolating the hamstring on each side. So you're gonna lay down on your butt with one leg. I just basically will drop the leg. It should almost be under your knee. I'm gonna be sending my other leg straight and keeping my knees together. I used to keep the other leg pointed up, but I found that the form is a lot better when the knees stay together. Squeezing the right side of your butt and the right hamstring. You're gonna go up and down without letting your butt rest on the ground 10 times each side. Single leg hip raises. Let's go. Drive it up. Notice I'm not stopping at level. I'm going high. Squeeze. Keep your whole foot on the ground. Keep that breath moving with your motion. Oh yeah, other side, right into it. Let's go. Keep those knees together. Push up those hips. Squeeze the booty. Squeeze the hammy. Activate it. Oh yeah, if it's cramping, that's a good thing. That means you're not used to activating the muscle. You're getting the blood in there, which is essential. Push through the cramp. Breathe. Whew. Back to our knees. Last round, and then we'll finish off with a burnout of our kicks before we go into stretching. Reverse Nordic. Again, front kicking the ground. This gets your snap. Very powerful for your front kicks. Hips are forward, squeezing the butt, hands are up. Let's go. Breathe with the motion. In as you go down, out as you come up. Keep that booty squeezed. You know you like squeezing the booty. Let's go. That's how you get a strong butt, strong back. Push into the ground. Ay. Oh yeah. No, seriously though, if you're not activating your butt, your lower back is going to suffer. This is like a real thing. I've experienced it in the negative way. I've experienced it in the positive way. Okay, we're going to keep going. Single leg squats. But I'm going to tell you right now, save your energy. Because when we get to the calves, that shit's real. It's real. It's going to kick your butt. Or should I say it's going to kick your calves. But it's what makes a difference in actually defending yourself is going to be that exercise. Because the person who plants themselves and gasses out first, they're done. So that's why we're moving. We're trying to hit that cardio range during that last exercise. 10 single leg squats. Activate the booty. Let's go. If you can go lower than me, go lower than me. I'm rebuilding my legs. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's so much better than double leg squat. Let's go other side. Keep the breath moving. Squeeze the booty. All right. And now we're going to our back. Last round of the single leg hip raises. If you need water, get water. I need some water. Whew. Just a sip. Don't drink too fast. Otherwise you get cramped. We don't want to cramp. We want to go. Oh, that direction. High cut shapes. Thank you for the fin reminder. That's saving me right now. I had the heater on because I'm crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Single leg. Hip raises. Boom. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze the hammies. Activate those muscles. Get it. Drive the hips up. Drive your knee forward. Other side. Let's go. Squeeze the back of your leg. Make sure you feel it. Squeeze your booty. Yeah. I know you was making me burn over here. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. If you can feel it over there. Whew! Alright, that was the round. Now we're gonna burn out. We're gonna burn out our legs in a good way. Because we've pretty much like gotten almost all the way around except for inside. We should get the inside. We should get the inside. So there's a few ways to do this. We're going to do the easier version today. Then I'm going to leave the side plank variation for another day. You're going to lay down sideways. We're only going to do one round. Just to activate. Now if you're on your elbow, it's a bit harder to activate it. You can come down so your elbow's forward and your hands on your head. Your body straight. I want you to make sure you're reaching through this leg here. And you're going to go up and down. Squeezing the interior, the adductors. Is that the ad or ab? I'm forgetting. I always forget. 10 times each side. Reach through the heel. Keep the leg and the knee straight. That's it. Immediately switch to the other side. Keep it going. Keep it going. Again, extending the elbow, hand on the head, body straight, reach through the heel. I have my back leg behind me on the foot to prevent me from rolling. You can use the other hand in the front to prevent you from rolling. Reach through your heel, up and down. Get it. Let's go. You know you want more. Hey, yeah. That's actually a side kick. Yeah. If you're here, I'll show you. You can, yeah, and that will land right there. Break a knee. Okay. This is the last. Yeah, it should be the last exercise. We're getting to an hour. Let's make it the last. I could go longer, but like for today, I think that's enough. So we're gonna specifically do Taekwondo stance. Even if you do Muay Thai, we're gonna do Taekwondo stance because it's gonna burn your legs more for this specific style, and it's gonna teach you how to move faster. The idea of Taekwondo is movement. You're getting away. Somebody throws a strike, I'm getting out of there. I don't want to block
if I block and they got a really hard kick that could break, I don't know if you've seen UFC, Anderson Silva. I don't want that. I want to get out of there and then come back in to strike. So we're prizing movement over the ability to block. If you can't get out of the way, then of course you block. So notice my feet. They are a little bit wider than my shoulders. My knees are slightly bent. Nothing's locked. I'm nice and loose with my body. You're going to have your heels off the ground and you're going to bounce. It's a bouncing drill. It's real. I'm going to keep the camera on my feet so you can see better. Otherwise, you can very easily get lost. So I'm going to show you my feet and the movement, and it's going to help you track it better. And I'm going to go diagonally so you can kind of see both forward and sideways. Now I'm going to have three commands, which is going to be forward, back, and switch. When I go forward, you can move your back leg first and then your front leg. When I go backwards, I move my front leg forward and then my back leg. This makes it so if I go forward and then I see a strike coming, I can still lunge out of the way. So if I go back and they are changing something, I can easily slide in and I can actually fake sliding back and then go in for a strike. So watch again. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And then the switch, both feet happen at the same time. You are switching on a flat plane. The whole body. Take your hips with you. So let's start. Take a big deep breath. One more big deep breath. You need the air for this one. And let's go. Hands are up, we're bouncing. Now notice I'm not jumping. My feet are barely coming off the ground, if at all. But my heels, notice my heels are off the ground. That's key. Very critical. Ready? Going on forward, back. Sorry, I'm gonna go sideways here so you can see back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Switch. Forward, back. Forward, back. Switch. Stay hopping. Don't let the heels rest. Forward, switch. Back. Switch. Forward, back. Switch. Forward, back. Switch. 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 Forward, back. Forward, back. Switch. Forward, back. Forward, back. Switch. Stay hopping. Notice the hands. They're up here. They're not down here. I don't know what's up with this whole Olympic Taekwondo bull with fighters. They're like, oh, and then they get hands are up here. Switch. Guard in the face. Face is your computer. Forward. Back. Switch. Breathe. Forward. Back. Switch. Stay breathing. Forward. Switch. Back. Switch. Forward. Back. Switch. Switch. Forward. Switch. Back. Switch. 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 Slide. Slide. Switch. Switch. Keep going. Don't stop. Feel the burn. Switch. And relax. Woo! All right. We hit the 1 hour of training mark. That's more than most schools do. So if you followed along and you made it this far, congratulations. You're just showing up. You're already ahead of 90% of the world right now. Get some water. We're not going to bring it to the ground. We're going to stretch our body. Not even sweating. Ooh, you must not have been trying that hard then. You put in the effort, you'd be dripping. You'd be dripping, bro. Oh, yeah. He's on. You're on the couch. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, I probably can't see your chat messages, but if you're on Twitch, they come through on here. The workout looks great. I might rewatch the video and do a workout later. Yes, man. Yes. Now this is the important part, is the cooling down and stretching the limbs. He doing the 16-ounce curls. Didn't mean racing kid. What's up? All right, we're gonna get into the stretching. Seated single leg hamstring stretch. We're gonna extend the left leg out first. You can do the right leg if you want. I'm gonna be facing my knee with my torso. My hips, my whole body is facing the knee. I have my foot right about at my knee's distance. I have it a little bit before. And we're gonna take the straight leg. I'm gonna scoot out a little bit. And we're gonna watch. I'm gonna walk my heel out even further. Sitting up nice and tall. Now, sometimes this hip lifts off the ground. I want you to make sure that you're properly seated on this hip. Racing kid. He's racing. Racing all the way. Now, we're going to reach sideways, and you can either grab your hamstring underneath here and create a fulcrum so you can more easily pull your body. Or if you can reach all the way to your foot, grab your foot. Now, again, I'm turning my body facing the knee. Belly forward, be gentle with your lower back. You're stretching your lower back here, and you're stretching your hamstring on the inside. Oh yeah, thanks for joining, Racing Kid. Live long and prosper. And now we're going to take the far side hand, reaching over the head. You can grab your own arm, or if you're flexy enough, you can get all the way down to your other leg. Belly forward, open the chest. You want to point the elbow over to the sky. Big deep breath. Expand your spine. Be gentle here. Don't force yourself. You're allowing yourself to relax into a deeper position. How's my mic doing? Not too sweaty. I think it's good. Breathe. Oh yeah. By the way, we broke 10 subs. We hit the goal. What was the good stuff? Breathe. Expand that whole torso. And for those of you watching, we're going to do martial arts training Mondays and Wednesdays. We're slowly going to come out. We're going to switch to go to the other side. And we're doing glass blowing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Friday, Saturday, Sundays, audible. It's like we might do one or the other. It's going to be a roll of the dice. We're going to be doing something. At least on one of those days. I might take a break on one day though. Now, again, when you sit facing the knee, and this is lifted, it's lifted every time for me. I have to walk my heel out, and I have to actively sit onto that hip bone. You want to feel both of your hip bones on the ground, turning sideways, reach, grab your foot if you can, otherwise grab your shin. Now, you don't want to be slouched. Look at my back. You don't want that. Straight spine always when you're stretching. Unless, we tell you otherwise, because it's safer for you. Far side hand reaching over the body, getting that good lower back stretch. Belly forward, opening the chest. Elbow pointed up towards the sky. Remember, only go as far as you can. Don't pull too hard. Breathe, expand the spine, and allow the side of your body to come down. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the shout outs to the different channels. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nightbot's working it. I just put that in there today. Check out the other streamers. Slowly coming out. Whoa, and now we're gonna do seated. Switch to the other side. Single leg hamstring stretch, but instead of going sideways, we're gonna go forward because that's gonna get the center of your hamstrings. A very different stretch. Now we're pointed towards that leg going straight. You reach out with both hands evenly. You can grab underneath of your quad or your calf, or you can reach out, grab your foot if you can, belly forward, open your chest straight back, coming down nice and slow. Relax the spine. Oh yeah. I like to pull on both sides of my feet evenly so my foot doesn't turn like this. You want it nice and flat. Allow your butt to melt into the ground. Imagine it like dissipating out into the floor. Slowly switching, other side. Nightbot for the win. You know, this lo-fi is crushing it. Stranger Things lo-fi. Crushing it. Other side, reach out both hands. Going forward. Make sure the butt melts. You're not pulling to bring your belly forward. I'm pulling to pull my foot back. And I'm allowing my lower back to relax. As it relaxes, I fold forward more. In these stretches that you're stretching your lower back, you want to be especially gentle with the lower back. Breathe, expand the spine. Breathe out, let it go. Feel the butt melt. Slowly coming out. Oh yeah, that's the goodness. Now this is my favorite one. Seated splits. Open up those legs. Now go until your legs, they feel nice and loose. You're not trying to like rip stuff open. You're just getting, oh, I feel it. Cool. If you feel like you're falling backwards, I want you to try to do this with your hips. Roll. Roll your hips forward. That's going to allow you to come forward more. Bring your belly forward. Sit up tall. And if you can walk. That leg is going to stay still. And I'm going to walk my heel out and bring my hips forward to widen my stretch. I'm going to reach towards my left side first. Straight back, reaching sideways. Nice and gentle. I'm going to go to the other side. Grabbing the foot. Belly forward, open chest. Coming to center. I'm going to go a little bit more open. You don't have to. Feel your body. And then we're going to walk the hands in the middle, going forward. Belly forward, opening your chest. Feel the growing. Feel the hamstring. Maybe you get it underneath of your knees. If your knees are really hurting, I want you to squeeze your knee muscles. And then watch, we're going to floss the toes. Oh, or floss the feet. You're moving the leg at the hip. And then coming up. Let's go out a little bit if you can. If you're like dying at that length, don't go further. Just hold it. Holding it is elongating the muscle. Bring the awareness to where it's tight, and you're going to allow that area to relax. First side again. We're going to hold it a little bit longer this time. We use that first one to help loosen everything. Expand your rib cage away from the hips. Feel the lower back stretching here. You can even go over your head and grab your foot or grab your own arm. Let's go to the other side. Oh yeah. Breathe in. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe in relaxation. Breathe out your tension. Slowly come into the middle. Oh yeah. And now we're going to walk your hands. Again, roll your hips forward. Try to come down to your elbows on the floor. My body wants to go wider. It's like, hey, what are you doing? I want width. You got this. Just hold it. It feels good. In the neighborhood of stretching your body. This is going to help reduce soreness. Well, if you haven't stretched at all, you're probably going to be more sore. But after you do all the exercises, this helps elongate the muscle fibers, which creates better blood flow and range of motion. It keeps your mobility. Although mobility is really activating proper muscles and keeping them from getting tight. Slowly come out. We're gonna move our butt backwards to bring our legs in, and you can do some bacon legs, like you're baking your legs on a pan. Help get the blood moving. You can even bring your feet down here with your hands behind you, doing some windshield wipers. That's gonna help put everything back in place. Now some days we're gonna do these stretches like 2 to 3 rounds, so that way we can increase the permanent flexibility. Just doing like 1 round, you're really just kind of loosening everything up. Now we're gonna go to all fours, and also gonna move the camera so you can see me better. Boom. There we go. All fours, knees under the hips, hands underneath of the shoulders, and we're gonna rock our whole body left and right. I want you to relax your butt. Your femur is gonna push through your glutes, helping stretch your piriformis, which oftentimes will pinch your sciatic nerve. You can actually pause on one side and allow your weight to drive through your knee, and it's gonna really help target that piriformis. It also helps stretch the mid glute, the medius. Relax the big butt muscle, the gluteus maximus. Okay, now we're gonna start off right leg first. You can reach out if you want, and then bring the knee forward. Now my hands and my foot are gonna be in the line across here. My back knee is gonna walk itself back. We're gonna go into a lizard. Your hips are facing forward. My hands are underneath of my shoulders. I'm dropping my hips, and I'm gonna take this butt, I'm gonna move it out and forward towards the weight on my front leg. As you get looser, you can walk your back knee out even more. It looks weird from this angle, but it's too late. I'm already in it. I'm not gonna move the camera. But your back knee should be in line with your shoulder. Your whole torso, your hips, and your shoulders should be facing the ground. We're now going to take the hand by the foot with our thumb facing down. I'm going to bring my back leg up. If you can, grab your foot, turning the body forward. We're going to pull that leg in to stretch our quad. Open your chest, bringing your hip down. Big deep breaths. Allow the hips to drop. Turn your hips forward even more. Allowing that foot to slowly, gently come down. We can bring our hand back. We're going to rock ourselves back to a half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Hands are on the outside. I'm shifting my hip out over here, so there's a straight line going down the center of my body. I don't want all of my weight on my back knee. I kind of want to be even. Squaring the torso, belly forward, open the chest. And imagine like there's a stool right here, and you're trying to sit your butt on it. Breathe. You can have your knee softly bent, gently bent if you need it to. And then we're going to take that foot, flossing, a lot of nerve flossing. Head down now, toes up. Slowly coming forward. And we'll slowly come back, bringing the leg back. We're going to extend now the left leg, shooting that out and bringing it forward. Other side, lizard. Now the right leg walks back. Hands and foot are in the line. You want to keep most of your weight on this front leg. Squaring the hips, drop the belly. Now I'm reaching through this knee, helping extend the connection between my iliac and psoas, the thigh, the hip flexors, into the lower belly, into the hip muscles. There's a lot of fascia and connection there that's often tight. Expand your chest, try and look forward. This side's really tight. I used to be able to bring it down a lot lower. feel your body. You're gonna know where it's tight. If it's sharp, you want to hold it. Don't go forward. Sharpness is like, yeah. If it's just like you can feel it stretching, good. Big deep breaths in through the nose. Fill the belly. Out through the mouth. Or if you can, keep it all through the nose. Hand by the foot, reaching back, thumb facing down, bringing your foot to your hand. Open your chest, drive your hips forward, stretching that quad. Keep that weight on that front leg. Breathe, open the chest. Try to bring that heel all the way to your butt if you can. It's a good quad stretch. Slowly, gently bringing that foot down. Nice and slow. We're going to now rock our way back. The inside hand goes on the outside of the leg. And now I'm not keeping my weight on my knee. I'm shifting my weight to the outside, belly forward, opening the chest. Breathe. Drop the butt. And we're going to floss. The nerve flossing is very critical. If you don't do the nerve flossing, or if you don't do the other parts, at least do this. Because this is like key to keeping your mobility. You're activating certain muscles that maybe you aren't used to activating. And then pausing up and bringing the head down. Slowly coming forward and out. Now we're going to go to frog splits. These are my absolute favorite. So if you've seen Kung Fu Hustle, you know about this move. This is like the final boss. Mav! What's up, Mav? Andromeda. Mav's got a three stream watt streak. Now on this stretch, you want a straight line going from your knee across through your hips to your other knee. And you're just relaxing the hips. Now I know I get pretty low. I could probably get all the way down to the ground if I hadn't injured myself a while ago. But you know, life happens. Now what I'm going to do to activate the muscles to allow myself to get lower, I'm going to push my feet and my knees and squeeze into the ground. Low, medium, and then high intensity. Squeeze and hold. Mav. Is it Mav Kia or Mav K14? Mav Kiap! Yeah! Kiap! Yeah! By the way, Wednesday we're going to be doing punching and upper body more. Today was like kicking and lower body. And now we're going to let go and we're going to rock our hips forward and backwards. There's going to be some lubrication. Whew! Gentle movements. Now when you do this movement, you're actually helping the tendon move over bone, and you're actually going to help release any tension. And then we're going to walk our knee out even lower, and we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Breathe. Breathe. Oh, it feels so good. Oh yeah. If you're just joining in, you want to actually join, make sure you just do a little bit of movement first, maybe some squats, and then jump in there so you're not just jumping into a stretch cold. It's a real thing. Whew. And slowly coming out. Oh yeah. Slide the knees in. Oh yeah. It's so good. It's literally one of the best stretches right there you can do. That helps you kick higher. That helps open up the hips, which is often a lot of people's. Make sure you're drinking water. And now we're going to go into a pigeon pose. Now sometimes I'll go from the lizard to pigeon, but today I wanted to get the interior. Hey. So we're going to bring our knee forward. one knee forward. I'm going to do my right leg. And then this leg, I'm going to bring my leg on the inside. You can kind of see that. I bring it all the way here. If you're not very flexible, I want you to keep this in more. And I want you to keep your toes pointed. Okay? I'm not doing that because I'm a little bit more flexy. So do as I say, not as I do, unless you have flexiness. You're going to take your back leg and you're going to inch your back knee forward. If you can't get this butt all the way down to the ground, maybe get a pillow or a yoga block and you can put it under your butt. That's going to release pressure. If you can, allow that butt to come all the way down. And now we're in a pigeon position. This is stretching your glute as well as your hip flexor on the back leg. It is an amazing stretch. So when you're in the up position, you're more stretching the back leg. And then we're going to come forward onto the elbows. And now we're stretching more of the glute, the booty. Like pirates are, we're stretching the booty. That's right here, mateys. Arr. Allow the butt to come down to the ground. Bring your belly and your chest as low as you can. Reaching through your back leg. Expanding your spine. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This is like... This will keep your whole body nice and gentle. Feeling like it may hurt right now. You may feel all... Ooh. As soon as you come out, you're going to be like, oh, I'm glad I did that. Slowly coming up. And then slowly coming out. We're going to go to the other side. But I'm going to put some music back on because our music stopped. We're going to go into... Okay, I'll try that. Other knee coming forward. Now I can kind of see it better. So if you're not flexy, a lower angle. And then if you're super flexy, you're going to go here. But when you do this, you do put a bit more tension on your knees, so be very careful with doing it. Other leg goes backwards. Oh. Ooh. And then feel this right here. Stretch. Feel your butt on the other side stretch. Man, this side's tighter on both the butt and the hip flexor. Ooh, I can get my butt on the ground. So you don't want to force anything. When you're stretching like this, the moment I start stretching or lifting weight, Athos and Marty immediately come over and insist on, yes, that's a good thing. Do they join you? Do they start doing poses? Did I say that right? Athos? Or is it Athos? A or A? Or is it neither? Let the butt melt. Open the chest. Drop the belly. Expand your shoulders through your spine. Athos. Like Achu? Or Pikachu? Pika. Feel the hips open. You're literally, by bringing this leg back and this leg forward, you're actually really isolating the top of this hip flexor and your butt at the same time. And then we're going to come down to the elbows. French Mountain Athos, which is also the name for the character in the Three Musketeers. Oh. Are you talking about that really awesome live action Three Musketeers movie? Because that was like, they did a phenomenal job on that. I think it came out like late 90s, early 2000s or something like that. Allow your belly to drop, expand your spine, reach through your back leg, maybe walk it further back. Let yourself melt into yourself. Your shoulder here, you want it to be over your knee. Your other shoulder should be all around over your leg. So you shouldn't be too far forward or sideways. Your whole torso and your hips should be facing the ground. Slowly coming up. And slowly coming out. I think I've seen every single film version produced at this point, but I read the books. I read the books first. Oh, which movie was your favorite? Oh yeah, very nice, peoples. Very nice. So we've gotten like the whole range here. We've gotten the back, the front, the outside, the inside. So we're doing pretty good. We're gonna finish off with one last just general body stretch because we haven't touched the lower back very much. I mean, we did on the sides, but we're gonna come to our backs, lay down. And this is amazing for me. Hard to say, but the 1920s one with Douglas Fairbanks still holds up. Oh, I don't know if I've seen that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I love old movies, especially black and white movies. We're gonna bring our knees here, 90 degrees at the hips. We're gonna reach across. You can pick which side you want. Right hand going to left leg or left hand going to right leg. I'm gonna do right going to left. And I'm gonna bring my knees across my body, partial spinal twist. My shoulders are flat on the ground. Oh yeah. Now you want to keep your shoulders from lifting while pushing your butt down away. That way you're actually stretching the lower back. This is helping to stretch the gluteus medius and the glute minor, as well as the IT band, connecting all this good stuff over here. It's helping stretch the outside of your quad. Now we're going to bring the knees all the way across, nice and slow to the other side. I adjust my butt first and then grab the other knee. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, that is real. That is real. Real tight, that is. This side is really locked up for me. Oh. So again, shoulder, not lifting, butt going away from the body, and let everything melt. All right, this creepy music is like, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's actually kind of creepy. Breathe. And then slowly coming back to center. Yes. Now lay down here for a second. Let your lower back relax. If you want to release your lower back, I like to take my hands and kind of cup my thighs and push my hips away from my whole body. And that actually helps you decompress your hips here. You have to relax your lower backs and then you're good. And we're going to finish off here. Last stretch mobility drill. Laying down windshield wipers. Your knee comes down to your foot. Your butt is going to lift off the ground. That's totally fine. You're just going to be switching left and switching right. Nice and slow. Wiping away all that tightness. That's right, hippopotamus. Nice and slow. Yeah. One more time each side. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh, Phil, now I see the go live notification. All right. So drink some water and now we're going to prepare for our meditation. I think we're only going to do 2 hours today. I think 3 hours may be a lot for training at first. We're going to work up to the whole 3 hour mark. So I started using Streamlabs, but I think that's what kind of messed up the initial launch of the stream today. So for your meditation, I want you to grab like a pillow to sit on, or you can sit at the edge of a chair so your back isn't on a chair. I personally use Let me grab this over here. Give me a second. I use a meditation bench with legs. And you can see it's angled forward so that it creates this sense of bringing your hips forward, and that it's a lot better for your hips and your lower back, especially if you have hip problems or lower back pain. Fish tank spotted. Yeah. I'll move the bag out of the way before we get started so you can see it better. Maybe I can have a fish tank camera. I need another camera though, because I'm not trying to like move all the cameras from the shop inside every time, but have like fish tank camera down here on the side so you can see the fish moving. I just cleaned it today too. Before we finish off, maybe I can do a zoom in over there. Okay. Actually, sorry, before we start meditating, we need to do 2 stretches to really prepare our bodies. They're just 2 stretches we always do before meditation. It helps you sit longer in meditation without feeling pain, and they're child's pose and cobra. So, my bad, I got ahead of myself. It happens. I like the bureau. It's on. Is that right? Is that the dresser thing? It's called the bureau. So for the child's pose, I'm going to have my right big toe. Oh, I didn't know it was called the bureau. Huh. Chops vegetable quietly to not disturb meditating. You're going to be sitting on your heels. Your belly is going to be forward. My right big toe is over my left big toe, and I'm going to be coming down, stretching my lower back. Your shoulders falling over your knees. Allow your butt to melt onto your heels. This is going to be helping stretch and separate your hips away from your lower back. Just hold this position here for a bit. Allow your spine to extend and elongate. Allow your butt to melt further into your calves, your heels, and your torso to fall more onto your thighs. We're slowly going to come up, and then we're going to go into our bellies, into cobra. So cobra is stretching the other side, the front of our bodies. Now, I honestly do this every time before I meditate. It makes a big difference. It lets you sit longer. Now, I have my hands underneath of my pecs. Walk your feet out. Make sure your feet are together. Your elbows are pointed up towards the sky like you're about to do a push-up. Big, deep breath in. And then you're going to bring your upper body up. Now, if you have lower back problems, this stretch right here actually helps prevent herniation of your discs. It helps push bulging discs in your lower back in. Breathe in, expand your spine, allow your belly to drop, and relax the lower back. It does it by literally compressing the back side of your lower back. Some of the exercises today help strengthen the lower back, and then this helps push those discs back in, and it helps create longevity in the spine. Expand, push through the arms. Big deep breath. And then slowly coming down. Very nice. We're going to come to all fours. And later in the future, we're also going to do the energization exercises. But today, we're going to go right into meditation. So you want to sit on a chair, on a cushion, or on your meditation bench. If you're seated directly on the floor, try to get something under your butt. You want your hips higher than your knees so that your belly can go forward. It's going to be a lot better for your back and your hips. Because if you're just sitting there on the floor and they're both level, your lower back goes out and you start getting lower back pains as you're meditating, and nobody wants that. Now, before we get into our meditation, I'm gonna actually freaking turn this fan off because it's now getting cold. I don't normally run this fan. I think I need one more. There we go. There we go. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to go over 3 techniques that we're going to be using during our meditation. One is called Hung Sa. Hung Sa means I am spirit. When we breathe in, we're going to be breathing in Hung. When we breathe out, we're going to be breathing out Sa. And I'll, prompt you of when we're going to do that. But when we do that, we're going to be focusing in on the third eye here, the center of the forehead. That's where the pineal gland, which is at the center of our brain here. We're going to be bringing all of our awareness to that point, like you're kind of holding your thumb out here and you're looking out at your thumb. Or you can imagine like you're at the beach and you're looking at the ocean and the sun is rising. And you're looking at that sun. That's pretty much where you're looking at. Some of your link formatting got smushed, something to tweak later. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know that. So that is the Hung Sa technique. The second technique we're going to do is called measured breathing. It's a triangular breath. We're going to breathe in for about 5 seconds. We're going to hold the breath for 5 seconds. And then we're going to breathe out for 5 seconds. You can also do 7, 8, 10, 16 seconds. But they have to be breathing in the same amount, holding the same amount, and then breathing out the same length. And then the other technique is the double inhalation and double exhalation. It sounds like this. And when we breathe in and we do the double inhalation, we're going to squeeze every muscle in the body from a low, a medium, and then a high intensity vibration. And you're going to squeeze your calves, your thighs, your belly, your butt, your chest, your arms, everything low, medium, high. So it's going to go breathing in, squeeze all the muscles, breathing out, and then we're going to release the tension. What that does is by bringing blood to everything, we're essentially sending energy into those muscles. And then when we release, it's going to allow your body to further relax. And then you can release tension in areas that maybe you're not aware you're holding tension in. And then you can sit more comfortably for longer without experiencing pain. The whole idea of meditation is that we're bringing our awareness with laser-like focus to one spot. We're focusing on one thing. And we're going to add different elements so that your brain doesn't wander. So the whole time you're going to be trying to look forward like you're looking at that rising sun. And your eyes may wander, and if they wander, just bring them right back. So meditation is not passive. You're not just sitting there and like looking around, and you're not just trying to clear your brain. You're gonna get a thought coming in. So while you're meditating, you're really focusing with all of your attention on one thing. If something comes in and you start thinking about the future, you start thinking about the past, it's okay. Don't be harsh on yourself. Be gentle and you say, oh, I remembered that I'm supposed to focus on this, and then bring your awareness back. And I'll be guiding you through it, so I'll be reminding you, and I'll give some breaks of complete silence so that you can actually focus, and you might get lost, and I'll be like, hey, let's focus on this. Okay. So we want our back straight in a straight line because we're working with energy work. So a straight spine allows that energy to move up and down the spine. We want to be seated nice and evenly on both of our hip bones. Our chin is parallel to the ground, and our hands are going to be upturned at the intersection of the hips with our elbows back. That's going to allow our posture to stay more upright. We can first close our eyes, and I'm going to stop the music or bring some calm meditation. More classy. Let me put some meditative music on. That way it's not distracting. Okay. So we're nice and seated, nice straight spine, belly forward, opening the chest, elbows back, chin parallel to the ground. Let's close our eyes and bring our gaze to the center of the forehead like you're looking out at the horizon. And I just want you to take a few natural deep breaths, just observing the breath moving in and out of the body. This is called Ujjayi, the natural movement of your breath. You're tuning into the rhythm of your body first. Now let's take a big deep breath in and let it out. One more time, preparing now. Big deep breath in and let it out. We're going to take a double inhalation. Hold the breath, squeezing every muscle in your body, low, medium, high intensity, vibrating every single muscle in your body. Vibrate with willpower. Feel the shaking in your body. Double exhale. Release. Relax the tension. Feel your whole body relaxing further. Double inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze, low, medium, high intensity, vibrate. Feel the warmth. Feel the pulsating through your body. Double exhale, release, relax. Feel the tension melting throughout the body, dissipating outside of you. Last time now, double inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze, vibrate with willpower. Double exhale, release, relax. Let's take a big deep breath in. And let it out. This whole time, I want you to try to breathe with the belly. Diaphragmatic breathing. One more time, big deep breath in. And breathing out. Breathing in slow now for 5 seconds. Holding the breath, keeping the gaze uplifted at the center of the forehead. Slowly breathing out. Breathing in. Holding the breath. And slowly breathing out. Breathing in nice and slow. Hold the breath. Feel that diaphragm. Feel the air in there. And slowly breathing out through the belly. Last one now. Breathing in nice and slow. Holding the breath. And slowly breathing out. Let's let go of the breath now. Without controlling it, observe the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Like you're sitting at the beach, observing the waves crashing and then retreating back to the ocean. And just like those waves, we're not controlling the waves, but simply witnessing their movement. And maybe you notice that as you observe the breath moving, it starts to slow down even further. Now let's see if we can bring the sensation of the breath further up the nostrils, feeling the coolness of the breath as you breathe in, and the warmth of the breath as you breathe out. As you feel that sensation, see if you can bring the awareness of the breath further up the nostrils where the nose meets the skull. Feeling that coolness coming in through the nostrils and the warmth breathing out. Meeting the gaze to where the sensation of the breath is at the center of the forehead at the third eye. Observing the breath moving in and out. We can now add the mantra of hung as you breathe in and saw as you breathe out, mentally chanting hung as you observe the breath coming in through the nostrils, feeling the coolness of the breath, and mentally chanting saw as you breathe out, feeling the warmth moving. Hung, saw. If your eyes wander or your focus wanders, just bring it right back to the center of the forehead by focusing on the breath. As the energy moves up and down the spine, they dictate our awareness of this very moment. And by tuning into the breath, you can expand that awareness, allowing yourself to feel and see more of what's happening in the world around you. Breathing in hung, breathing out saw. Notice the calmness that you are connecting with. Feel that calmness spreading throughout your mind and your body. Breathing in hung, breathing out saw. With laser-like focus, bringing all of your awareness to that single spot at the center of the forehead, feeling the breath moving in and out. Our Guru Paramahansa Yogananda teaches us that by connecting to the calmness within, we can remain unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. Because this feeling of calmness, of bliss and joy that we are connecting with is always within us. It is only us who must connect to that feeling. And calmness is dynamic. That is different than peace, for we can remain calm in an ever chaotic world. Go into the sensations that you feel into the body and bring all of them, all of the thoughts, all of your focus to the spot at the center of the forehead, keeping the gaze uplifted, breathing in hung, breathing out saw. Our Guru teaches us that the divine comes to us in many forms, such as calmness, power, light, the sound of Om, bliss, love, and joy. And by feeling those different qualities and going deeper into them, we can further connect with our true selves, the energy flowing through our body. And by stilling our body and bringing that awareness to the center of the forehead, we may bring attention to our true selves. As the pineal gland, that third eye, is the seat of consciousness. And by expanding the awareness to the subtleties and the finer areas of the world, we may realize the truth. Bringing that awareness further deeper, breathing in hung, breathing out saw for 30 more seconds with nothing else to do. With laser-like focus, feeling the coolness coming in and the warmth going out. We can now drop our Hung Saw mantra, keeping the gaze uplifted, observing the breath. Notice the sensations moving through your body, the calmness. We can take a big deep breath in and let it out. We're going to take a triple inhalation in,
Hold the breath, and let's visualize a ball of white light at our heart center. Visualize that ball getting bigger and brighter as it expands, blurring the lines between your body and that light, expanding further. Triple exhalation out. Relax the breath, and let's visualize that ball of light growing into the space around us. Let us expand that light even further throughout the residence we're in, the entire yard, growing, covering the neighborhood, sharing this calmness, this light, this love that you have connected with all those around you, with your neighbors. As that ball of light expands, covering the city that you're in, covering the county that you live in. Visualize the people in need, receiving calmness, receiving love. Those with open hearts. As the ball gets bigger, visualize it covering the state, going over rivers, valleys, mountains. As it expands, covering the entire country, watch that ball of light start covering the oceans, healing animals, the plants, all of the people. As it starts covering the globe, visualize the earth covered in an iridescent white light. We can see this calmness spreading, healing the world. Visualize the earth a more peaceful, beautiful, loving place than before you entered the meditation. By just feeling this calmness, we spread it to those around us, those we come into contact with. As that light expands now, watch it cover the solar system, the galaxy, the entire known universe. As our Guru teaches us, circumference nowhere, center everywhere. For our true selves has no boundaries, but wherever our consciousness is, that is our center. Without boundary, without limitation, we are this very moment. Enjoy this calmness that you have connected with. To close out our meditation, we can bring our hands to our heart center, rubbing them together to generate heat and friction. As it builds up the heat, feel that heat in your palms. We're going to take 3 big ohms together. Bringing our hands up by our side. Let's take a big deep breath in, preparing for the ohms. Om. Peace. Amen. Take this time here that you have connected with that divine calmness, that divine energy. And we can ask for guidance for anything we need. When we come to the divine, we do not come as beggars, but we make demands for what we need clarity in or what we need in our lives. As we are all one, everything is rightfully ours. So make the demands, approaching it with calm and love. Take your time here as long as you need. We can also send this love, this light, to any loved ones, those who are suffering mentally, physically. We can see them healthier, happier, visualizing them in a better place, returning that same love back to you. And take your time coming back into your body. Or if you choose to stay a little bit longer, that is totally fine. But take this feeling and share it with those you come into contact with the rest of your day. By simply feeling this feeling, you can spread it to others. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed. If you liked that meditation, if you had any experiences or any sensations, or you have any questions about it, let me know. Ooh, we're gonna be doing that entire practice, but longer, more filled with details on Mondays and Wednesdays on our stream. And the martial arts portion that we started with is going to get a bit more intense. Mondays, we're pretty much going to be doing our leg work. Wednesdays, we're going to be doing upper body. And then I'm probably going to be doing a random stream on Friday and Saturday, the day I don't do glass. And we're going to be doing like core and cardio, if I don't get to core and cardio on Mondays and Wednesdays. And we'll be progressing this meditation. I think we did... How long was that? That wasn't even that long. That was only like 15 minutes, maybe 20. Yeah. Normally I'll do like 30 minutes. We're gonna extend that to be a little bit longer, but I wanted a little introduction of, what you'd be getting yourself into. So that Hung Saw technique is taught by our school of, our lineage of yoga that's called Kriya Yoga, and it's really about the breath and focusing in on the breath, because the breath is your prana or your chi. And when we focus on the breath, we remove the mind's trained thoughts of thinking about the future and thinking about the past, and we bring that awareness to this moment. And it's very powerful. It induces calmness. It connects you more easily to the flow state, so that you can reduce anxiety, you can reduce
guilt and shame and all these things that you've dealt with. I have a whole podcast on it on our YouTube channel, and I'll post that right here. There we go. And yeah, there's like the second link on there. You can check it out. The 3 latest episodes really talk about this practice. The first season, the first 20 episodes will talk about how martial arts affects your lifestyle, how training martial arts, eating healthy, and exercising has beneficial effects on your mind and body, and how now we're essentially bringing all of this knowledge together so that we can apply it, which is kind of the root of martial arts, really. If you think about like Shaolin Temple and Kung Fu, they're working with all of these elements. You're working with training the body and strength in self-defense and in toughening specific areas to essentially create weapons for self-defense. And then we're instilling this sense of calmness and peace within ourselves. And by connecting with that feeling, we radiate it out as a vibration. And that is the essence of martial arts. It's not just punching, it's not just kicking, but it's transforming your body into a temple that can become peace and calm to radiate it out through the world. The whole point of martial arts is to create peace on earth. And that is what this symbol means. It is a samtaeguk rather than the yin yang. We're creating harmony. It is the triangle within the circle. It is, it's the trinity, the balance. It's pretty much one of the strongest shapes. If you put a triangle in a circle, it is really strong. So rather than balance and opposition, we're establishing harmony within, harmony between all people. So hope you all enjoyed. Now let's get ready to rate. Tomorrow we're going to be blowing glass though. And I won't have color. I won't have the color in. This is one of the ones we made last week. This is the orange one. And I just ordered purple today. I ordered more red, and I don't think it'll be here until like the weekend. So I have to decide. I might not do blue day this week because I need to finish the chakra series before I do blue. Because if I turn my furnace blue, I can't unblue it very easily. So it's like a commitment thing. But thank you all for being here. Join our Discord. I'm going to be posting more information. You can get more information from me on there about all of these practices, the martial arts, the glass blowing, the meditation, the yoga. Yoga is meditation, it's breath work, and it's postures. Like the kind of popularized definition of yoga has become this like that is just stretching, but yoga is way more than that. It's a way of life. Like they call yogis for a reason, and they teach breath work, they teach meditation, they teach postures, which is asana. So it's like a big broader umbrella of things. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Let's do some rating here. I gotta pull up Twitch here to see who's online. And I've been training martial arts for how long? I'm 37. Wow, 29 years I've been training martial arts. I've been meditating for 20 years. Yeah, so this has been a minute. I've been blowing glass for almost 20 years, like 18 or 19 years. We're gonna raid. Is Fire Mecca? I have never raided Fire Mecca, and I kind of want to raid Fire Mecca. Is she on? Let's see. Oh no, she's got a dog in front of her thing. Okay, we're gonna raid somebody else. We're gonna raid Waltering. I could raid. No, I've never raided C Not Bush. Let's do that. He's the first partner of an art Twitch. channel, and I've never rated him. And he's a cool dude. If you have not, Waltering's on. Hold on. Oh, I just saw your chat. Thank you for the stream. Friend of mine is a yogi. Hey, the traveling tater's on and Waltering's on. He's a sculptor. Phil raids him a bunch. Yeah, I've never rated C-Not Bush. I kind of want to rate him, and I gotta wait for his ads to stop though. All right, so I'm gonna turn the music off, and we'll be back on tomorrow for some glass. So make sure to tune in. Make sure to follow Doomfruit. I don't know, but I never done Doomfruit. And Casey Snow Art. Wait, does Casey Snow Art make art in the snow? It is.
Raid and run, have fun. All right. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. Now go on, get at it.
Minix! Have a good night. She's a professional illustrator.
Hey,
Ooh.
Pork. How you doing?
Ooh.
Mr. Corin, thank you for the 77 months, man. Thank you very much for that continued support.
I'm gonna keep those channels in mind for next time, but I really kind of want to raid CNOT because I've been all over his channel. Lovely lady, she recently made partner. Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome. She does a lot to promote other artists, and that's what Casey Snow Art. Okay, we're going Casey Snow Art. You've convinced me. She just made partner. That's awesome. I can raid Tina Bush another time. All right, let's raid y'all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Would not be doing this without y'all on here. Blessings. Share the love by being love. See y'all tomorrow. And join the Discord and check out the stuff on YouTube. Peace.
Kind of in the crunch time on this piece. We're